Hi, my name is John Mathers, and I'm part of the Rotary Climate Action Team Network. And I want to talk to you as Rotarians about taking action. We're in an existential crisis, and as Rotarians, we need to know what we can do, especially now that Rotary International has made a bold and expansive call to action with the recent policy statement. I know you're aware of the climate crisis, especially through actions your club may be taking or through your network, but I'd like to very quickly review where we are. We've been on a roller coaster ride for the last 10,000 years based on average temperatures. It is worth considering that with the extreme heating of the planet over the last century, tens of thousands of animal species are going extinct, and we might be included sooner rather than later. Remember, our climate and environmental crisis is like an overflowing tub. We have to do more than just turn off the faucet. That's critical. It's the net zero target of the Paris Accords. But we also have to do mitigation, aggressively address the crisis as they arrive, adaptation, find ways to live with the shifting environment. But we have to empty the tub as well from the current unstable CO2 at 470 parts per million to below 300. That means restoration, bringing down CO2 levels through land and ocean sinks, natural sequestration. We can't count on technology to do it. We need to change the way we use our land and oceans. Maslow's hierarchy of needs says it all. Climate change impacts all of us at the bottom of the pyramid, especially those people that Rotary serves and continues to serve. It's our family, our friends, our associates, our businesses, our communities, and our world. Rotary understands that we cannot continue without addressing the impact of the climate crisis. Clearly, people see the issue and want change. They're demonstrating, they're making demands at the ballot box because legislation and regulation are the key to a successful transition. But we're still not seeing rapid shift in economic support for sustainable development. Rotary has joined the growing voices seeking to address the impact on our planet. A new area of focus has been created to support Rotarians in taking action. And the statement of policy has been made public. It's powerful, it's comprehensive, and it speaks to both the preservation of our environment and the direct confrontation of the climate crisis. Let me briefly review the goals Rotary in the new policy statement have set. Here's what it says. The Rotary Foundation enables Rotary members to protect, preserve, and conserve the environment by one, protecting and restoring land, coastal, marine, and freshwater resources. Two, enhancing the capacity of communities and local governments to support natural resource management and conservation. Three, supporting agroecology and sustainable agriculture, fishing, and aquaculture practices to improve ecological health. Four, addressing the cause of climate change and climate disruption and supporting solutions that reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Five, strengthening the resilience of ecosystems and communities affected by climate change and climate disruption. Six, supporting education to promote behaviors that protect the environment. Seven, advocating for sustainable consumption of products and the environmentally sound management of byproducts to build a more resource efficient economy. And eight, addressing environmental justice issues and environmental public health concerns. Many people, including some Rotarians, are concerned that addressing the climate crisis is political. Holger Knecht, RI president, points out whenever we don't want to put things on the table, we say it's political. The best example is Rotary's new seventh area of focus, the environment. There are many people saying we shouldn't talk about climate change because that is political. In my view, it is definitely not political. It is a fact, which is why it's important. If things are obviously wrong, then we have to say so. Your Rotary Club is powerful. It's recognized, it's trusted, because you can be counted on to take action. So let's be sure your club knows your community clean energy plan And if there isn't one, help build it. Then take action to support the county plan and beyond. Rotary is trusted and connected at all levels. Like Holger says, say something. And like the policy statement says, advocate. Start by assessing the plan in your community for completeness, action orientation, and results. And recognize your unique position in the community. You can bring diverse groups and entities together. RI and other clubs, the business community and specific companies, local and state governments, universities and academics, and other NGOs. We have the ability to create partnerships in almost any situation. Please recognize your club's position and consider how to use it. And there are Rotary organizations to help you. Through ESRAG, the Environmental Sustainability Rotary Action Group, we're expanding membership while continuing to focus on key Rotary-wide projects. And RCAT is helping build club infrastructure to focus on community projects and to share successes with other clubs. Working together, we support our environment and confront the climate crisis. Use our online resources for information, action, and success stories. Have different speakers inform you and your club on key issues, and be sure to join the third Thursday of every month for our Global Speakers Forum. Consider working with the data and ideas from Rotary's partner, Project Drawdown. It's a coalition of scientists, researchers, and advisors from all over the world with a goal of providing 100 solutions to reverse global warming. Buy the Drawdown book, download the free Drawdown review to help direct the club's actions in the community. There are plenty of projects. Here are just a few. And let me give you an example of a potential project. EV Ride Drive. It's important because electric CO2 emissions are almost nil versus gas, hybrid, and hybrid plug-ins. So how would something like that work? Partner with other Rotary clubs and district Rotaractors. Arrange with an EV sales organization like Tesla, Ford, GM, or VW. Or just depend on EV owners. They love to tell their stories. Get support from the local government based on their clean energy plan and include other environmental groups. It's fun and it's not hard to put together. A recent California study of 4,000 visitors to Ride Drive events showed that an amazing 98% say they'll buy or plan to buy electric. And other resources. Take the time to do a short or a long form carbon footprint assessment. The best short form is the gold standard. We Renew and World Wildlife Fund are good detailed assessments. If you go to We Renew and you input your zip code, you'll access local assessments with potentially 50 to 75 suggested actions you can take. But that's only in the United States. Businesses and organizations can seek green certification based on UN Sustainable Development Goals, or through a myriad of green certification programs in almost every country and US state. There are no one that is the best, as each one fits the needs of the local community. So research what is available in your area. And at the end of this presentation, there'll be a list of all of the resources that I'm mentioning. Consider being responsible when you travel, whether for business or pleasure. Know that the thoughtful travel is important. And we can overcome resistance to sustainable development by acknowledging what serves our children and grandchildren. What is our focus? To maintain the existing model or move to a new paradigm? There are numerous cultural and political directions we need to consider. United Nations pushing for sustainable development. Actions like the Assisi Manifesto, where climate change is an opportunity to address global inequities. The Pope, in a papal encyclical, has recently come out to address inequality with balanced, thoughtful development. And no matter what you think, there are green plans that are out there and being proposed for legislation that you ought to consider. Most important of all, make sure your voice is heard around legislative action. The Citizens Climate Lobby is in the forefront of legislative action to address pollution, and now is partnering with Rotary. And there are plenty of other groups taking action and looking for support. Look at their programs and policy, give your time and energy. So please take action. That's the bottom line. Create an action team, become a member of ESRAG so we have strength across all of Rotary, and join the RCAT network as an action team and access our regular programs, speakers for your club, connection to other clubs, and sharing your projects. So let me leave you with the words of Carl Sagan regarding our blue marble.
Planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit? Yes. Settle? Not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
So as Rotarians and citizens, please use your voice, your vote, your choices in the marketplace, and your club's influence in the community as if your world depends on it, because your world depends on it. Thank you.